Hi everyone. I have quite a few announcements that I'm going to get through as quickly as I can with regards to everyone reaching out to work with me and all of the options that I have available, and then the few that we're going to discontinue for this year. So first and foremost, if you have reached out and sent in an inquiry through our email or through the website, we do have those, and my assistant is getting back to you. It's a first come, first serve basis with regards to scheduling. So she's going to be getting back to you. And if you haven't heard back from us yet, don't worry, don't panic. When she gets to your email, she will reach out to you. So that being said, we don't have any space available for February, and we will be opening up new visits and new clients starting March 1st. So I'm excited to be doing that. Kind of was on the fence with regards to continuing the one-on-ones, but I adore them. And until I can find a way to convey this level of information, I'm going to continue those, at least for this next year. So we will still be offering the last first visits and the plan and recommendation visits. Those are the big dogs. Those are the transformations. Those are the magic, everything. The whole reason I am even doing this. So we will be offering both of those. The difference though, we are sending out a new price sheet starting on Monday. What that means is there's not too much that's changed. We've taken away a lot of visit options, and then we've clarified what we are going to be offering within the last first visit and the plan and rec. And we're still offering information sessions. Those are so much fun. I couldn't take those away. So last first visits, plan and recs, follow-ups, of course, if you're an existing client, and then information sessions, which are those rapid fire or just those conversations where you and I get to sit down and have either 30 minutes together or an hour together of just undivided attention, talking, going into questions that you have, any general information. I've done any version you could think of in those information sessions. That's why I love them so much. The questions that come out of them, the transformation. We've gotten some massive transformations within 30 minutes of an information session, meaning I don't even have any of your medical advice. I don't have your history. I don't have anything. You come with a question to transform your life, and we go all the way in with every minute that we have. And it's one of my most favorites outside of the last first visit. So that's still an option. The things that I do want you to look at that have changed are what we are offering within some of the details of the last first visit. I have made the executive decision to no longer offer the option to order labs, and I will no longer be prescribing to any degree, even if you want it. So that needs to be known ahead of time. It's no longer within my value system. It doesn't align with my medicine to any degree. And I only want to offer truth, and my truth is I know that you can do it without it. So if you want that offering, you will have every other practitioner out there to go and do that. I, on the other hand, can't anymore. I will not prescribe anymore, and I will no longer be ordering labs. Again, if you want labs and you want me to translate how I look at labs through the lens of the truth about the body, I'm more than willing to do that. That will encroach on some of the time that we could use to cover other things. But if that's important to you and essential in the changing of your mind, I am totally down, but I will no longer be the one ordering those moving forward. So the other thing that's going to change is in the plan and recommendation visits. I used to give the option that if you wanted supplements, that I would recommend them or prescribe them. I am now, I'm not going to say never, but I have yet to have a case where they are essential to the changing of the physical body. So with that being said, if you are anticipating a bunch of supplements and even herbal prescriptions, I want you to maybe rethink that or pause until you're ready to go into this in a way where you utilize almost none or none at all. So most people come to me already loaded up to their ears in supplements they're taking, and so we spend most of our time getting people off of everything. So that's usually not a problem with those that end up coming to see me. But if there are a few of you out there that are anticipating the utilization of supplements, I don't want you to be disappointed when I'm going to give you other options instead of that, because like I said, I've seen every diagnosis you can imagine do it without. And so it's just been true freedom. And that's exactly what I'm here to do, is to liberate you, to show you that you have the freedom and the capacity of the human body when you live in a certain way, when you do certain things, and to where you don't rely on anything made by man, even an herb, even a supplement. Not the herb that, you cook with, there's nuance, but you get what I'm saying. So that being said, no prescribing any pharmaceuticals. We are not even offering that anymore. If you need that done, that will have to be done through another physician. I've spent this whole time and haven't had to prescribe any anyways. So I just took it away. And again, the labs, we don't need them to change anything. If you want them for a cool before and after, because I do have a lot of people that love that, to prove it to their loved ones, or just have that tangible evidence that is respected, unfortunately, then you can do that. But again, I won't be the one ordering them. So the other things that I wanted to come and clarify are the masterclasses. So the cool thing now that I've never had before is we now have the Truth About Nutrition Masterclass. So if you are either on the fence with working with me, or you are considering working with me, go and do the Truth About Nutrition Masterclass first. And even before that, do the Illusions in Medicine video to see if you even believe that way anymore. At the end of that masterclass, if it has changed and altered your thinking to such a degree that you don't even want to work with me, then that has accomplished its goal. The goal of the Illusions in Medicine masterclass is to change your thinking so you see the truth about your body, the truth about medicine, to even prevent you from needing to start up with me. So go and do that first, especially if you're on the fence, because if you're on the fence, maybe it's just clarifying or clearing up your understanding of the magnificent body you're in that needs to happen first, and maybe that's the only change you need to make. Then, if you still think you want to work with me, and you are either, pretty far out before your appointment, or you're trying to, fill out how I am or how it is to work with me before you make a greater investment, I would go do the Truth About Nutrition. No matter what, even if we do the first visit, I am going to need you to understand and to be utilizing everything that I cover in great detail, greater detail than we could do in a first visit, because we only get 2 hours in a first visit, and you got 2 hours on one topic. So I tore into it and gave you everything that you need to know. So if you can go and do that and be implementing that every single day up until your visit, or if you implement it every single day and everything changes, that's the point. So go and do that Truth About Nutrition Masterclass. It is not just useless information. It's information that if you listen, understand, listen to all 2 hours of it, and then do those action steps that I gave you and that I reminded you and that I reinforced and explained even further all throughout that, you can change that same day. So the next meal you have, even if you don't change your groceries, you can change your physiology. So that's why I did that course. So it's not going to go into a diet. It's not a cleanse. It's the truth about how your body works, how it utilizes nutrition, how it consolidates, consumes, and assimilates and uses food and nutrition. Okay, so no matter what, even if you're like, well, what if I do that and everything doesn't change? Perfect. Now we already know that everything that settled was needing those changes with regards to nutrition. Whatever is left, then that's what you and I pick apart. So if you have questions remaining with regards to nutrition, we would build off of that foundation. If you haven't done the Truth About Nutrition course, then we would still have to go back and implement those, because that's a truth, and you're not going to get away from eating, as far as I know, right? Most humans eat 1 to 3 times a day. So this is something that you could be implementing 1 to 3 times a day to drastically change your life even before you come and see me. So it's such an opportunity, and I cannot encourage you more to go and do that first. So many have just changed that, and changed everything. They didn't need to come see me. And I've gotten so many, testimonials and feedback from that course that we did live, and just everything that changed, even though we didn't go and put on, a specific diet or a cleanse or all of those different things. You changed you, which changes everything that interfaces with you. So again, I've never had this as an option before, and it has provided such an opportunity because it's 2 hours of something that we already have to have implemented in your life. And if you're already doing that, fantastic. I have yet to see one person doing what I discussed in that course before they come see me. I've yet to have one. So the odds are that you're not doing it. The odds are that you haven't heard what I said in that, or you haven't had the actionable steps in the simplicity that I gave them to start transforming how you digest, assimilate, and utilize food and nutrition. So can't stress that enough. You're not going to waste your time. I hate wasting time. I will not waste my time. I will not waste your time. So if you go do that course, you've implemented it for the month to 3 months waiting to come and have your last first visit, then you get to come in a brand new person, be like, okay, so this stuff doesn't exist anymore. This is what's left. Then we get to go right into that and not have to talk about nutrition, or you and I can go into it and be more specific or more tailored in our approach to using specific foods, based off of me actually having your full case, how you're living, your neurology, your psychology, your lifestyle, all of your habits, everything that we do in that last first visit. So that is, I think, everything that I needed to cover. But again, if you're on the fence and you're debating starting with me or anybody, I would go and do the illusions in medicine. Understand the truth about medicine. Understand the truth about what it really offers and what you already have before even starting with me. If you are still wanting to start with me, please do the Truth About Nutrition Masterclass. We have to do it no matter what. It's 2 hours of something that I have to, as best I can, squeeze into a shorter amount of time. So there's more examples, more clarification, more details, more walking you through why it matters and how it matters, and even the Q&A that everyone had is part of that video, so that you can have those most commonly asked, most relevant questions. So that being said, again, the visits, just to reiterate that we still have left and will be offering for this next year, are the last first visit and the plan and rec. To do the plan and rec, obviously you have to do the last first visit. Most people just have to do the last first visit, which is really, really cool. We joke around a lot now that I called it the last first visit, but I go into it like it's the last visit ever. So until, we get a little bit, I'm getting close to doing that too, but we're not quite there yet. So last first visit followed by the plan and rec, and then any follow-ups that you might have or need or desire, or just reinforcement or clarification as you change. And then information sessions. If you don't want to go in full, you don't want me to look at everything, go into your symptoms, all of those things, but you have these big questions, or you want my undivided attention to where you and I can tear into some piece of your life for 30 minutes, for an hour. And no matter what visit you choose, no matter what course you end up taking, go into it just determined to change, not resistant to change. And you will see the transformation that's available. Nothing that I'm ever going to put out is going to be wasted time, wasted space, just to hear myself talk. If it's out there, there's an intention and a relentless, just determined way of trying to explain these things so that you can implement them immediately to see a change. Because when you change, everything changes. And the very, very last thing, but I'll put this out this next week. I am going to be doing another masterclass. This one might be my favorite. Nutrition was the one that y'all asked for the most. This one is going to be my favorite. Some of you probably already know what that's going to be, but we've got some cool stories coming up, a few patient cases that they've let me share that I will be sharing, and we will put out the information for that masterclass coming up this next week. So thank you for being here. I'm honored to just be considered to work with you. Your life and your time is your most valuable thing, the most valuable thing that you have. So even sharing your attention is such an honor. Being here in this space, and even if you're over on my subscription page, sharing that space and your comments and just everything that you share with me, I am just so extremely grateful. And I know, because I'm determined, but it is my intention to give you back tenfold, and even more through what I give here, because we never know how long we have, but we know how we can use the time that we do have. So that is my intention behind everything that I do. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions with regards to visits or anything like that, you can contact my assistant Bailey at info@gritnaturalmedicine.com, and she can clarify and answer any of your questions. And I think that's it. So everyone coming up this next month, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to see you. And everyone else, we didn't think we were going to be doing this next year. But I'm pumped, and until I find a way to get the results we're getting, without the one-on-ones, I am hoping to stick around and keep doing this type of one-on-one medicine. So I look forward to meeting you all. Thank you for being here. Have a fantastic rest of your day.